All right. Think we're rolling. Wait, no, not yet. One thing I gotta do here. All right, it is episode 2 of Sports Talk Time. I am Radio Ralph Group, joined with Brandon. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good, good, good.
Little cold outside this morning or this
Yeah, we,
afternoon.
yeah, we had to survive that Wizard of Oz day yesterday, and even last night, and this morning, it was Wizard of Oz like out there.
Something else. You don't like the weather, like they always say. Don't if you don't like the weather, wait 10, 24 hours.
Yeah, it'll change by the end of the week. I think we're in the 40s right now. We'll be in the 90s by the end of the week. So,
Crazy Texas weather.
oh yeah, it's never boring. Put it that way.
Yep,
Um,
exactly.
I'm gonna nail this 3 o'clock time slot. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Hey, it's a Monday. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, I know I got off early today, but it's a Monday.
Yeah, a little slow getting going, and the cold weather didn't help. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get better at this, and we're gonna be right at 3 o'clock. Uh, I'll get there. I'll get there. Sorry, like I said, sorry about that again. Uh, okay, so you want to get anything like a weekend recap or anything, or what happened? What's going on?
I know I did soccer. I know ran refereed soccer this week, and then Saturday night kind of was supposed to work a little basketball, and then come to find out there was like there's only one court going on, so I'm not doing that this season, so
Okay.
which is good. And
Yeah.
then come to find out, I was about to watch some car racing on Saturday night, and then something sad happened. I know it's been on the news. It was on ESPN and different little other sites in the North Texas area. There's a track up there. They had the World of Outlaw sprint cars,
Yeah.
and there was a wreck between the officials. Over there was a car that flipped over, and next to that, so the officials went to go. They all rushed out there to get it, and when that happened, two of the officials wrecked or hit head on in their side by sides,
Yeah.
and then after that, it killed one official. The other one's in stable condition in the hospital right now, up in the
Sorry to
Fort
hear
Worth
that.
area.
Yeah. Very, very tragic. Very tragic. Yeah.
Very
Uh,
tragic. I was like,
yeah.
wow.
So there was a accident, and the officials got involved and all that.
Yeah, the officials were trying to go check on the driver,
Uh,
and of course
yeah. Yeah.
the driver was okay, but I guess somehow the two of the officials ended up hitting head on in their side by
Oh,
side,
yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then one of the officials he died at the track. They gave him CPR, but he didn't make it.
Very
Kind of
tragic.
very
That's
tragic right there.
that's
It's like
not
wow,
as an official. It's not something you sign up for or really expect.
exactly. You never know when it's going to happen to you
Yeah,
because I know the
I know, like the drivers kind of like they know the risk that they're taking and stuff, but the officials they're just kind of just trying to maintain order, and they're just like, okay, just go get my paycheck today. That's it.
exactly. Yeah, very tragic. I know there was some comments on social media, Facebook, and like, are they going to sue the track? And like, there was like a bunch, probably a good couple that from what I understand, the track was sold out. All the bunch of fans were there. And then they just they just postponed it, and so they're going to try to try to do a makeup date. I'm not sure when. It's kind of but like I say, I mean, and then of course they had the Grand Prix of Arlington this past weekend on
Yeah,
Saturday. That looked
I'm,
like it was pretty fun to watch. They went around AT&T Stadium and the Rangers ballpark.
yeah. Well, I'm sure it's they're gonna have to before they can race there again. They're gonna have to go through some paperwork and some stuff like that, but get everything in line.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
from what I understand, I know there wasn't like the actual track there. The World of Outlaws, they
yeah,
actually rented the track. It
yeah,
was their organization that rented it. So, but like I say, it's kind of a rough deal. Like the track wanted to be known like that, but they didn't want to be known like that.
yeah. They wanted to get their name out there, but not the way they were expected to. Yeah, kind of
Exactly.
reminds me of when a while back Tony Stewart killed that guy. I think he was
Oh,
one of
he was actually doing sprint car racing too,
Tony
and the
Stewart.
guy Tony Stewart spun him out, and then that guy got out of his car. He ended up getting out of his car, and he went down the track, and Tony kind of hit him, and that's what killed him.
Yeah, yeah, the impact. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
come to find out, the guy was on the kid was on drugs or whatever.
man. I mean, it's no laughing matter, but I mean, when when you're getting behind the wheel, you don't want to be any kind of impaired or anything.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
they tell the drivers out here at Heart of Texas out here. That the drivers tell them, like, hey, no drinking in the pits, no
yeah.
drinking.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you gotta keep stay on top of that. Yeah,
Exactly.
I think when that happened, I think Tony Stewart he had already retired, or he was. I know he was he was an owner of a team. I'm not sure.
He was, yeah, he was a NASCAR. He was a, or he drove for himself, and then he set out for a couple of weeks, and then he ended up coming back a little while after that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
now I think he drag races now.
yeah. I think so.
He went into drag racing instead of doing NASCAR. So he
Yeah,
sold his team, and now he's a drag racer with his wife.
yeah, yeah. I think yeah, just different path. Different path there. Yeah, it's kind of hard in NASCAR now because, like, you don't have like your big name star anymore. Like, you don't have like a Jeff Gordon or Dale Earnhardt or Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, they're all kind of like Jimmy Johnson. He's kind. I ain't gonna lie. He's washed up now. So
Yeah.
he's really washed up, and plus now he's in a Toyota car, not a Chevy no more.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
Kind of
I'll turn it on sometimes, and I'll look at the top 20 names. I'm like, I don't recognize half the names.
yeah. A lot of them are little young kids now, or
Yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you still have your favorites. You have Chase Elliott in there, Kyle Larson, and still have Denny Hamlin. But
Hamlin, yeah,
most
yeah,
of the drivers are not real popular drivers.
yeah. I think they're gonna get there though. I mean, I think there's that guy he won. I want to say can't think of his last name, but he raced with Michael Jordan. He won the first three races.
Tyler
Yeah,
Reddick. It's cool to see. I ain't gonna lie, it's cool to see Michael Jordan being out there now.
yeah,
Trying to give NASCAR a different thing on it,
yeah. He's
which
having
I
some
think is
success.
cool.
Yeah, he's having some success there. He didn't have much as a in the NBA as far as an owner, but NASCAR he's seen. I mean, he's like, hey, I don't really do much. I just give the money.
Exactly. It's like, hey, I get money. I just make sure my name is on those cars.
Yeah, yeah. It's Tyler Reddick, huh?
Yes, Tyler Reddick and the number 45.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew it was something like that. I didn't know if it was like a Henrik or Hendrick or Red. I knew it was something like that, but I didn't want to say because I wasn't sure. So yeah, Reddick. Yeah, that's it.
And then
Yeah,
of course he has his two teammates. He has the 23, which was their first car, which was Jordan's first number in the NBA. And then they got the 35. I think it's can't think of 35 now. I think Riley Herbst is the one that drives that car.
yeah.
'Cause maybe-
Yeah. I think with Michael Jordan when he left to play baseball, I think when he came back as 45. I think.
Right. I think
Yeah,
that's what it meant. That's what his number was when in minor league baseball. I remember that 45. And I was
yeah,
like, and then when they came with the 35, I'm like, well, why did he come up with 35? I'm like, maybe it's because add the 3 and the 5 together. But then they come to find out, I think the 35 was one of his minor league baseball numbers also.
yeah. I wasn't sure. Maybe that was like a high school. Or, no, he didn't. I don't even think. I don't. Even, he didn't even make his high school team, did he? He got cut. I think.
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, I think he got cut from the high school team, or some. There's some story about that. And then I know he played at Carolina for a few years and all that. So. But yeah,
Then I don't know if you did. You see any of the World Baseball game, the baseball classic game
yeah,
yesterday?
yeah. Dominican and Republic and United States. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Uh, it was. It came. I mean, I think it came down to the end, didn't it? Like it was pretty close to the end.
I believe so, and I think I think the Dominican Republic it was all mad because they ended up losing on a call on a third strike.
Yeah, it's controversial. I know. I heard something about being controversial about that strike.
It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. You want the U.S. to win, but not that way.
Yeah, not that way. Yeah. I think Italy and Venezuela play tonight.
Oh, we'll see who wins that. I know from what I've heard, Italy is a pretty good little team.
Yeah, they beat the USA already once. So they're gonna play Italy and Venezuela tonight, and then the winner of that game will play tomorrow night to play the championship against the United States. So.
And then yesterday was the selection show. I didn't get to see the selection show on who's playing where.
Yeah. Another the four number ones were Duke, Arizona, Michigan, and Purdue. Duke's in the East, Arizona's in the West, Florida's in the South, and Michigan's in the Midwest. So, I know Texas Tech. They're playing Akron. That'd be a tough. That's. I think Akron's going to end up taking that game. A&M's playing Saint. I want to say Saint Mary, something like that. That they're gonna have a tough game. They're a 10 seed. So that'd be a tough game there. What's the other one? There's one more. Texas. Yeah, I don't even think Texas belongs, but they got in. Well, I mean, they didn't actually get in. They got to play in tomorrow.
They got to play tomorrow.
Yeah, they got to play in tomorrow. They got to play North Carolina State for the 11th seed, and I forgot who they're going to try to play for the 6th seed. But because whoever wins tomorrow plays Thursday for they'll play against the number 6 seed. But yeah, Texas lost like the last 5 of the last like 6 games, so I don't know how they got in. I know Oklahoma got left out. Auburn got left out. I was surprised SMU got in. I wouldn't have put SMU in. So yeah, there was just a couple of teams that I was like, well, okay, I don't really know how they got in, but okay, you know.
Right, and I know Baylor. I know Baylor wasn't going to get in. I knew that.
Yeah, they didn't even get an NIT. I don't think.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're supposed to go. There's like a tournament it's like an 18 tournament that they're looking to go into tonight.
Yeah.
So I think it's called the Crown Tournament. I've never heard of it, but
yeah, I've never heard of it either. I know they've had the NIT before. They've had the CIA one, the CIA tournament, but I don't know about this Crown one. I'm not sure. But I don't even know like why would you even have why would you want to play postseason if you're Baylor? Because like your roster, they're not ever going to come back. You're going to have a whole new roster again next year. I'm pretty much sure, most of it anyway.
Exactly, that's what's going to hurt. That's what hurt. I think that's what hurt Baylor the most this year.
Yeah,
they having all these different players on the team that didn't know how to do it. And I mean, Scott Drew made it work, but it wasn't what everybody was expecting.
Yeah. Like I said, I would just say, hey, let everybody move on, and we'll come back with let everybody go their own way, you know.
Exactly. Hopefully Scott Drew doesn't go nowhere, but like I said, I think he's loyal to Baylor.
Yeah. I mean, if
he's been there 23 years.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't take the Kentucky job, I don't think he's going to go anywhere after that.
Exactly. That's what me too. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he'll be here for another couple probably another for the rest of his career, most likely.
Yeah, I would say at least the next 5 years. I don't see him going anywhere. I mean, other than retiring or whatever, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up putting Jerome Tane back on his staff, you know.
I could see him doing that, bringing Jerome Tane back in to be his assistant coach again.
Yeah, because they know their how to talk, like how to communicate with the players and the scheme and all that they want, you know. And then
Exactly.
the women got a pretty tough little bracket there.
They
They're the
do.
five.
I heard that one.
Yeah,
I know
they're
I think if they're supposed to play the winner out of Nebraska, and I forgot who Nebraska's playing.
yeah. I want to say it was like one of the Iowa teams or something like that. Not real sure, but yeah, they're gonna have a hard time getting out of the first weekend. I think. I mean, I'm sure they'll do it, but I don't see them going not as far as last year.
I know they were talking about. I was just listening to another show. They were talking about, hey, that'd be cool if Baylor and like if they can get to the Sweet 16, then if they can if Baylor can get to the Sweet 16, then if they have to, they if there's a possible matchup with LSU, that one's going to be a good one if Baylor can make it that far.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Um,
I wouldn't mind seeing Baylor and LSU play just
yeah,
to see just to see what Baylor can do against Kim Mulkey.
yeah. That would be must see television there. But I think because Mac Rhodes isn't around anymore, a lot of that LSU Baylor stuff was because of Mac Rhodes, you know, because how their relationship didn't ended or whatever, you know.
Exactly. I mean,
But yeah,
they never came out what happened with Mac Rhodes. They never kind of specified what happened with them.
no,
But I
I
think
think
everybody kind of figured out what it was.
yeah, I think I know he did a leave of absence or whatever. Um, I know they said he had some personal issues going on.
Yeah, I think it was what it is. I think what it was is that from what I gathered from what I've heard is that he actually cheated on his wife is what I was
Uh,
told was not what I was
yeah,
told, but I was kind of what I
yeah,
gathered from it.
yeah. I know he was. I know he must have been pretty stressed out because he was, you know, yelling at players and stuff, and like, dude, you're an athletic director. You're not a coach, you know. Like,
Exactly.
if you're gonna be
And that-
yelling at if you're gonna be yelling at anybody, go yell at your coach and tell him, hey, go tell your player, you know, whatever, you know. But as like athletic director, you shouldn't be having that kind of ability to talk to any player the way you want. You know
exactly.
that's why you have a coaching staff. You know that's what you hire them for. So
Exactly. And then the coach, and then speaking of the coach for Baylor football, it looks like it's like I think if he doesn't do anything this year, this is going to be his final year at Baylor.
yeah, yeah, I would think so. Especially anytime you get a change in management or athletic director or any ownership, they usually want their own guy.
Exactly.
So they're just gonna see how it goes. And I mean, it's kind of like I think he's got the ability, but the thing that's hurting him is the same thing that hurt Scott Drew. Baylor has been behind in the NIL for the last 2 or 3 years, and so they're trying to catch up. But everybody's already got a step on them. Everybody's already been talking to players for years, and Baylor didn't have the money to offer the players.
Exactly. That's what killed. I think exactly that's what's killed Baylor. That's what's killed them. They're just not they're behind. They need to step it up a little bit.
Yep, yep. I think Aranda, like I said, he hit just like Scott Drew. He's got the ability, but the talent. I don't know if the talent is, especially for the defense that he likes to run. I don't know if he's getting all the talent that he wants.
Right. Exactly.
But I think, I don't even know if he makes like 7 wins if he comes back or not because I don't think just making a bowl game is good enough anymore.
Exactly. That's what I. And I mean, don't get me wrong. He's David's a good guy, and he's just not. I just don't think he's the right coach for Baylor.
Yeah, he just because they always get out to like a slow start and stuff. But I'd like to see him get at least another bowl game and see what happens after that. But
Exactly. Maybe he can get to a bowl game and go from there.
yeah, yeah. And then you got Baylor softball. They've been pretty good the past few years.
Exactly. They've been doing pretty good. I mean, Glenn
Yeah,
Morris, he's been there forever.
yeah, they've been consistent. They make the tournament on a regular basis.
Right.
The baseball team, I don't know what to make of them. They're very inconsistent.
They are. That I agree. I know they played yesterday, and then they got pretty much spanked yesterday, 8-0.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to say the coach is on the hot seat, but I mean I would say it's pretty warm.
Oh yeah, with Mitch Thompson, he's a good. Don't get. I mean, he won a championship at MCC, a national
Yeah,
championship.
yeah.
But
He
then
came over.
again, that's junior college. But this is this. I mean, it's college ball, but it's still this is
Yeah,
Big 12.
yeah. It's almost like you're in the like you came from the minor league to the big league now. But yeah, I mean I like him and everything. Like the Aranda thing, you can like a coach, but if you got to put the product on the field that's going to be what fans want, and if you're not exciting the fans or winning, then there's just not much for you to stay around.
Exactly. That's my biggest thing. It's like you said, Aranda is a good guy, but I mean, Aranda's a good guy, but I just don't think he's. I just don't think he can. I just don't think he can win at Baylor.
Yeah, I just think he's got the he doesn't have the fire. He doesn't have that. I mean, I'm sure I know he's passionate, but he doesn't have that where he's gonna he's gonna motivate you like, hey, keep your head up or whatever. And he just doesn't have that.
I agree.
Yeah. But I think the baseball program they're gonna give him a few more years. Maybe at least another couple of years, and if he doesn't get it turned around, then it's funny because I think a lot of Baylor coaches could be in trouble.
Exactly. A lot of coaches are going to be gone in the next couple of years if they don't
Yeah,
start winning.
I don't mean trouble like off the field. I mean just by their performance. Like um, baseball, baseball, football. I don't think women basketball is in trouble. Nikki Carlin, but I don't think she's performed as expected.
Yeah, everybody thought she was going to come in and dominate right after Mulkey left, but she's dominated, but not really dominated as much as she should have.
Yeah, it's just too inconsistent. You get
Exactly.
you get good games, bad games. You get good seasons, bad seasons. Mulkey, I mean, it's like Mulkey. She never had to. She always got to play her games at home. The opening weekend
Exactly.
in the tournament, she never had to go on the road because they always had top 4 seed or whatever. So that's just her inability to be consistent year in and year out. And like I said, when you have a new athletic director come in, they're looking at all this stuff like, okay, can I get a better coach? Can I get a better name or whatever? So, and I don't think they would ever touch Scott Drew. I think he's fine. He's good, but I think they'll let him make his own decision. It'd be kind of cool if Scott Drew stayed around till he got ready to retire or whatever, and then he got to pick his own coach. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see that. That's like
Yeah.
Scott Drew. I think he's pretty cool too. From what I understand, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy too.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like I said, it just I mean the thing that hurt him is having to get a whole new team
yeah.
after everyone left. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the NIL, but then again, I think it's kind of hurting. I think it's hurting college athletics as a whole. No
Yeah,
one is loyal to the school no more.
yeah. There's no loyalty there. No, nope. Yeah, I was watching. I'm a big Duke fan, so I follow Duke, and they had on Pat McAfee today. They had Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K,
Mhm.
and like Tom Izzo is still coaching. He's I think he's probably in the 70s now. Tom Izzo, and I think Coach K Krzyzewski, I think he would still be coaching, but he's like the John Shire, the current coach, he's like he's handling NIL better than I ever could. Like he just didn't want to get involved in all the NIL and the transfer portal and all that.
Right.
It's because they didn't establish any rules. It was just like uh do it. Do as you want. There wasn't any guidelines, there wasn't any rules or anything. So now it's kind of hard to try and say, hey, now here's some rules you got to follow. It's already kind of late on that one.
Right. They should have when they did it. They should have put rules in there talking about, hey, I know you need rules. Like you can only transfer this amount of times before you got to stay at the school.
Yeah, and there's no real like deadlines or anything. You can do it anytime you want, any time of year.
Exactly. That's what kind of like, come on now, you got to be better. You got to get better at this thing. Doing kind of, you got to make sure you have, or kind of like before, if you transferred once, then you couldn't transfer no more. And I mean,
I
I
think
kind of agree with the players getting paid. I like when that the players get paid. I get that. I like that part of it. But just them not being just the players getting offered. Oh, okay. Let me go. Okay, we'll offer you this ham sandwich over here at Texas and Texas A&M. We offer you a full ride scholarship.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, yeah, they'll give you a steak, and over there you get a ham sandwich, right?
right, exactly.
um, yeah, it's kind of funny that like I said, and then too, you have like you have a deal in December, and you have a deal in February where you get to sign your players and stuff. Like they need to figure that out. Just do one specific date.
One Pacific signing free for high
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
High school.
yeah. I think there was one guy. I don't know if it was basketball or football, but he played for like 8 different schools. I'm like, really? Like that's a little bit excessive.
Yeah, especially 8 schools. It was like, why do you play for 8 schools? Why? Just stay at the same school for 4. I mean, stay at the school, graduate, and then get to go home.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, you're gonna come off the bench or whatever. Oh well, okay, I'll just go over here.
Oh yeah, Utah just offered me a good amount of money to come to not say just come off don't come off the bench.
Well, it's like that point guard. I think he's a point guard for BYU. Baylor thought they had him locked up with the money, and then I think BYU made him a better offer at the end, money wise, and that's where he ended up. So
Right.
yeah, I think his name was Wright. I think his name.
Yeah, Rob Wright, where he Baylor thought he had it. Baylor's like, oh, he signed it, or he said he was coming back, and then here comes BYU and offers him a better deal, and he took it.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of happy for him because he at least he's in the tournament. Baylor, how I don't think he would have made much impact as far as the season goes anyway. So
Exactly.
it kind of worked out better for both ends, but it was kind of wrong the way it went down.
Exactly. They should have gave him. I mean, he should have decided. Okay, do I want to stay or do I really want to go?
Yeah, like you said, there's no loyalty anymore. There's no commitment. It's just you go on a whim. It's like how do I feel today? I feel like let me go see what's going on over here.
Oh, BYU's going to give me this and give me more money than Baylor would ever give me. So yeah, I'm gonna go take BYU. I'm gonna go BYU. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I don't fault the kid for doing. I don't fault him for doing it, but
No,
but like I said, he signed a contract with Baylor first, so he should have.
yeah,
He should have
he should have honored that.
honored that.
Yeah, and it's like, a lot of times too, you have the people that are getting all these players NIL money. They're like, "Hey, only I only want you to play so many minutes tonight, or I only want you to play so many games. Go ahead and take a night off or whatever." It's like a lot of stuff going
Exactly.
on. A lot of stuff going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on behind the curtain that you don't really hear about too often.
Sure, I know I didn't really see. There wasn't really any football NFL things that happened this weekend. I know today they said that Darius Slay he retired.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
announced his retirement.
that one kind of surprised me. I didn't know he was that up there. I think did he play for the Lions for a while, or did he always been
I think so. I
Philadelphia?
think he played for the Lions for a while. Then the Lions traded him to Philly.
Yeah, yeah, but then the Jets traded Justin Fields to Kansas City.
Oh yeah, that's gonna. I think that's a good move because I know they don't. Because I know the Chiefs were looking for a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I think they had Minshew last year. I think
They did, and I think he ended up going to
Arizona.
Minnesota. I think or
Yeah,
Arizona.
yeah, he went to Arizona. Yeah, and Arizona got two quarterbacks. I can't remember the other one, but they got I know they got Minshew, and
Yeah, they got Minshew now, so we'll see
yeah,
how he does there.
yeah, Minshew Mania. Yeah, uh, just yeah. So that pretty much locks Geno Smith as a starter for the Jets. So uh, I don't
I
know if
think
they're
the Jets are trying to win with Jets are trying to see what they can do to get that number one pick for
yeah.
Manning next year.
Yeah, I think Geno Smith's like a 1 year, probably gonna be like a 1 year, and then they're gonna probably draft somebody and move on. I guess I mean, unless he has a like an MVP type stat season, it'd be different. But I don't. I think his best days are behind him when he left Seattle.
Exactly. And then
Good play.
Seattle went out there and won the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and he could have stayed in Seattle, but because Seattle offered Geno Smith the same contract they offered Sam Darnold. He's like, "Oh, Vegas is gonna pay me more money over here. Let me go over here." And so yeah, you got the money, but it didn't work out.
Now they're gonna draft the quarterback. They're gonna probably most likely draft Mendoza most likely.
Yeah, and I don't even know who the number two and number three quarterback would be behind him that would help anybody right now. I think it's
I know
pretty.
I know they were talking about Kirk Cousins going over there.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
that'd be cool if he did. And then there was talks about maybe Derek Carr coming back out of retirement.
yeah. That'd be interesting. I thought New Orleans would look for a quarterback, but they're pretty happy, I guess, with Tyler Shook.
Yeah. But then
Shuck.
I know they still got Rattler.
Yeah, yeah. I think Shuck's gonna be the starter because he ended up coming on at the end. I think he won a pretty good amount of his games that he started. Uh,
Exactly.
'Cause I thought they were gonna be going after Cousins or Murray or somebody like that, but they're pretty happy. Kirk Cousins is probably still in play for Pittsburgh. I don't even know who else needs a quarterback at this point.
Yeah, I know Pittsburgh is only pretty much the only one looking for a quarterback unless Rodgers decides to come back, but I
Yeah,
wonder if I don't they he has still hasn't announced it yet.
yeah. I would if I was Rodgers, I'd go one more year. You go back to play for McCarthy again, and
Exactly.
they got another receiver now. They traded for Pittman,
Right.
so they always got a solid defense. I mean they got a lot of pieces in place. But that would leave Kirk Cousins out. I think he'd probably have to go be a backup somewhere or something. That's just a weird, wild, wild scenario there.
Could be like just like Andy Dalton
Yeah,
to a backup quarterback in Carolina.
yeah. There's a couple of backup quarterbacks that are interesting. Like the Cowboys got Sam Howell.
Oh right, exactly.
I mean, I would have been like, "Hey, Kirk Cousins, come in here for a year in case why not?
In case Dak goes down.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he wasn't. I mean, oh, I know he got a big contract. That's probably what it is, but but and then Tampa Bay got they got Browning came from the Bengals, Jake Browning, and Teddy Bridgewater. I think he's back. I think he went to Detroit to back up Golf.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a high school coach, and then I think he did go back over there for a little bit last year.
Yeah, yeah. He came to Tampa last year. Now he's in Detroit. So yeah, it's funny because I was on YouTube. I don't know. You click on one thing on YouTube, and you get like 1,000 videos come up. So I clicked on there was I think it was 1992 or 1993 Cowboys and 49ers NFC Championship. And one thing I was noticing, like I watched all the commercials back then, and it was mostly beer and cars and like McDonald's commercials.
Right.
Big Pharma hadn't got in there with other pills and stuff at the time. Because now every 5 seconds you gotta take this pill, take that pill, take this pill.
Right.
Back then it was like there wasn't hardly any kind of mention of like medication and stuff. It was just pretty interesting. And it was pretty I think the Cowboys won like 23-17 or something like that.
hmm
And it was Emmitt Smith and it was Irvin and I think Novacek. I mean, it was a it was a pretty. I mean, I spent a couple of hours watching a couple of 90s Cowboys games that I was born, but I wasn't around for them.
Right. That's
As
same
far as
same with me. I was born, but I wasn't. I was already here. I was here, but I was still kind of young back then
yeah, I didn't you
in
didn't
the
understand.
early 90s.
Yeah, you didn't understand what was going on and stuff. I remember I think in 2000, I think Emmitt Smith broke the rushing record. And that's been my best Cowboy highlights in what
Right.
25 years. So and then he went and played for the Cardinals. So,
Yep.
but yeah,
I think I was all upset when he went to play for the Cardinals. Like, what? He was going to the Cardinals? Same with DeMarcus Ware. I was kind of upset when he left the Cowboys and went to the Broncos and won.
yeah, yeah. You just like you always thought you never thought you'd see him in another uniform.
And then this year was DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, what? How's he over? He won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. It would be funny if the 49ers with Osa or Digizua, if they end up winning one. That'd be hilarious.
The thing with the 49ers is if they can stay healthy, then they might have a chance.
Yeah, especially you got McCaffrey. You keep him healthy. You could keep Mike Evans healthy, and that
And then you
defense.
can and then you can keep Kittle healthy, get Kittle back
Yeah,
and healthy.
yeah. I mean, they're always in the mix. They're always in the mix.
That's one
And
team you can never count out.
no, and then you got like I said, but you got Rams. Rams are always still up there, and so is I think the Rams are gonna try. They're trying to trade for a receiver right now, but I'm not sure who it is.
They're trying to win. They're trying to win now. I think they're in win now mode. The
Yeah,
Rams because they know this is probably going to be what's his name's last year.
yeah, Stafford. Yeah,
Yeah, this is going to be Matt Stafford's last year. They know that.
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, I think Seattle's gonna be around for the next 2 or 3 years. As long as Darnold doesn't turn into a pumpkin again.
Yeah, as long
I
as he
mean,
don't see any more ghosts.
yeah, that's right. There's no more ghosts for Sam Darnold. Yeah, it's funny because even though you can't take anything away. I mean, once you win one, you're a champion. But he didn't do anything really this year that really impressed me all that much.
Exactly. That's me. I don't think he really. I'm like, oh, he still plays for them. I forgot.
Yeah, I think if he had been on any other team, he'd have been he might have won a playoff game or two. But it was really the defense that carried him.
Yep, they had a heck of a defense. That
Yeah.
was the Their defense was good, lights out.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of the only thing that's going to be different for them this year is that they're going to not have their offensive coordinator.
yeah, yeah. He went to Vegas. Yeah.
Yep, the head coach for the Vegas Las Vegas.
Yeah, and the best defenses out there, I still think are Seattle. I mean, even though they lost a couple of players, Seattle, New England, and Houston's still pretty good in the defense wise. So,
Right.
but with Houston, I don't know. They just gotta get the quarterback right. Like they gotta protect him, and he's gotta get out of his head a little bit. C.J. Stroud, he's a little bit off his game lately.
Exactly.
But if they ever get that quarterback situation, if he gets his head all right and plays the way he did in his rookie year, then that defense can carry them as well. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the Cowboys, I never know what to expect from year to year. So
That's the one thing you can know about the Cowboys. You never know what to expect from them.
no, you can win 12 games in a row. I mean, you can have a 12-win season, and then you come back next year and win like 5 games.
Exactly. That's why they haven't been in the Super Bowl That's why they haven't been in the Super Bowl for 30 plus years.
Yeah, I know they did. They improved the defense a little bit, but it's still not. I don't think it's enough to where it's like. I still think Dallas is going to have to score at least 30 points.
Yeah, they're gonna have to score 30 points just to do something with the just to do something.
Yeah, and then Dak's got to stay healthy, and that's always he.
Exactly. Once he stays healthy, if he can stay healthy, then they might have a shot.
Yeah, yeah, because they got pretty good weapons on the offense. It's just the defense, just not too sure about,
Yeah, defense has got to be a lot better than what it's been.
And especially with Dak, his main thing is turnovers. Like he didn't really have a turnover issue last year, but some years he just, I don't know, maybe it's them ghosts again,
Exactly. He's like, what? Come on, Dad. But like I said, they got a good. They just got to make sure they re-sign Pickens to a good deal.
Yeah.
Once they sign Pickens, and then make sure you sign Aubrey.
Yeah, you gotta get them signed. Probably next off season.
Yep.
I think Aubrey's under contract for one more year, and the Pickens they franchised him. I think so.
Yeah, I want to say Aubrey. They did a tender on him. So
yeah, okay, yeah. So like another team could have came in and offered him more money, but they just didn't do it.
Yeah, no one's offering him more money yet. So
yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I think the $7 million or $7.5 million, and that's where I would I wouldn't go past that if I was the Cowboys or any other team.
Exactly.
Well, we'll try to do another show before the tournament starts, either tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll try to maybe pick our Final Four and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We're trying to see if we can get another show going on, and maybe we can pick our Final Four tomorrow.
Yeah. At least try to get it in before Thursday. So that sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, hey, be sure to. I'm gonna work on our social media game. I need to get it like a Twitter or something. I need to get like some more places where we can maybe we can have the show on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere.
Right.
So I'm gonna work on the social media stuff, and we're like I'll have like maybe a Twitter or something. You can follow the show on Twitter, and then we can follow you on your Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna work on all that kind of stuff. Get social media going. Get more websites like Twitch and Twitter and Facebook, YouTube, where we can stream. Need to really try to get those YouTube numbers up. So hopefully we can get that going soon. And I'll try to I'll try to get all this posted on social media pretty soon. So, but yeah, but until that next time, it's been a good one, and we'll catch y'all again next show.
Alrighty.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, we're out. Later on.
Okay, alright. Talk to you later.
Later on.
Alright, bye. I didn't realize the light was still.